Hello, everyone. This is Nick Cusimano from the EdTech team's Texas Panhandle Summit. And joining us, we have Kyle Calderwood, who is a virtual friend of mine that I will probably get to meet face-to-face in about a week, which is kind of weird. Cool. And our special guest may be there too, but I can't say her name because we're going to play Mystery Hangout. And you are all contestants. So, Kyle is what is your title?
Technology coordinator.
He's a technology coordinator from New Jersey, and he's also a master
Teacher, Google certified teacher, all around.
Yeah. So, pretty cool. It's Google Education Tournament. That's actually how we met virtually and helped
me get in.
helped them get into become a Google certified teacher.
Yeah.
And then I will explain how I know our guest, but you all have to figure out where she is joining us from. So Kyle's going to explain the parameters for doing a mystery hangout, and I'll turn it over to him.
Hi guys, how you doing? Good. As you can probably hear, I am still at school here too, so there's no students. We're done. So I'm getting into the nitty-gritty of my job for the summer to turn everything over. So I'm going to talk to you guys today briefly about what a mystery hangout. Mystery hangout is. So what you guys are going to be doing, and what you would do with your students, is you would ask yes or no questions of your guests to figure out geographically where they are in the world. So it cannot be questions like, are you want to keep it to questions like, are you east of something, yes or no? Are you west of something, yes or no? Or are you near? You don't want to leave it ambiguous. You don't want to ask questions that could be considered by one person to be a yes or no, like, is it hot there? Because one person may think it's hot, one person may not. So you want to ask very concrete questions. What we do with our students is we actually group them into 5 groups of about 5 or 6 students. So everybody in the class has a job. Everybody is participating and everybody's having a good time. So we'll have a group that will be the ones that come up to the camera and ask questions. We'll have another group who keep track of the questions that have been asked so that we don't repeat ourselves. We have another group with either iPads or Chromebooks working with maps, trying to narrow down areas. We actually have another group that does physical pen maps printed out just because of that more tactile, where they will actually cross off sections of the world. It's a lot easier to do that. So once you say, are you in the northern hemisphere, you can cross off the entire southern hemisphere. So when you want to ask questions, you want to bisect or narrow things down as quickly as possible. And then finally, we have a group usually that will document everything. So they'll be taking pictures, they'll be taking video, so that way when you're done, you can blog about your experience. And not only is it a good geographic intro, but it's also a great way for you to discuss and collaborate with another class somewhere in the world. So does everybody kind of get the feel for this? Does anybody have any questions?
We got it. Okay.
Okay, we ready to start?
Okay.
If you are camera shy, I'll be the, MC asking the questions to our guest.
With regards to that, Nick, actually one thing you guys always want to keep in mind is something that I'm very mindful of, is if you have students that cannot be published on the internet, make sure that you angle your camera so they are out of view, because you don't know on the back end if someone in the other class is going to be taking pictures and publishing that. So it's always a good mindset to make sure that you're squared away with who can and cannot be published.
Yes. So make sure when you start these that you have your media release from your district so that you can handle that situation if you need to, or be aware of it before you go into it, and then a lot harder once you start. So, I'll MC here just to make it a little bit easier for you all. And I'm going to switch the screen to where it will switch around for us. And so who's got the first question? And I'll switch to it. Are you in North America?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so she...
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you in Canada?
No.
Next question. Are you in Mexico?
No.
Okay. My other guest was going to be coming from Mexico, but he's, I guess, unable to join us. Yes. Are you east of the Mississippi?
Yes.
Are you south of the Mason-Dixon line?
No.
Are you in the city that never sleeps?
No.
Is she in Pennsylvania?
Are you in Pennsylvania?
No.
Are you in Ohio?
No.
No, she's in Maine.
Are you in Maine?
No.
Are
By the water.
you by the water?
No.
No. Now, you are more welcome to use your computers to at least look up a map. Sorry. Are you in Kentucky?
No.
Well, that's where Donnie's from. You in Illinois?
No.
Think bigger picture, because then you could be asking states forever.
I know, right? Yeah.
Are you east of the Appalachian Mountains?
Wow, that's a good question. I would say no. If you consider the Appalachian Mountains the Appalachian Trail, or then it's no.
What is the primary industry where you're located?
That's not a
yes
yes or no.
True.
No cheating.
Are you in?
Are you Are you joining us from Tennessee?
No.
Is she from a coal mining state?
Are you from a coal mining state?
No, I'm not.
Are you from New England?
I am, yes.
She doesn't live in.
Are you in New England?
Are you in New England?
Yes, I am.
Are you in Vermont?
Yes, I am in Vermont.
Okay, now, so we've got narrowed down to Vermont. Let's make it where in Vermont?
Well, that could take a while.
Well, usually with this, now you can zoom in on a map of Vermont and then look at rivers, look at cities.
Counties,
Are you
yeah.
north of this city? Are you?
Okay, yeah.
Keep going that
There's, yeah, I think there's 200 and something towns in Vermont, so it
Right.
could, yeah.
Are you south of Montpelier?
No.
So it's narrowed down by a count.
What was that?
She said, I've narrowed it down by 100 counties.
Yeah.
Are you close to Montpelier? Are you within
That's a relative question.
Are you within a 50-mile radius of Montpelier?
Let me check my map. It's close.
Okay.
I mean, that 50 miles is close, approximately. Yeah, so probably.
North of the river.
Are you north of the Winooski River?
Well, let's see. Let me see where the Winooski runs, actually, because that runs through Montpelier. So yes, I am.
You're north of it?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you in Newport?
No.
Nope.
No. No.
Are you does your county have 2 syllables?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yes.
Now you can also use,
So I guess. Well.
if there's not actual landmarks, you can use highways. So you can use, are you east or west of 91? Are you north of 89? Things like that.
Does Highway 91 run through your city?
It doesn't run through my city. My town.
Oh, okay. So we're. Are you east of 91?
No.
Okay.
Caledonia.
Are you east of Caledonia?
Sorry.
What was that? East of what?
Caledonia?
You mean Caledonia County? There is no town called Caledonia. There's a county.
Yes, east of Caledonia County.
No.
Are you in Caledonia County?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
Are you in Lyndonville?
No, I'm not.
Are you in Hardwick?
No.
Can you see Mount Washington from your window?
No, I cannot.
Are you in St. Johnsbury?
No.
All right. So how about close? Are you within 10 miles of Putnam State Forest?
Which state forest?
Putnam.
Putnam. Let me see if I can find that on the map.
I'm going to say that's a no.
Yeah, I don't know where Putnam is. I'd have to look it up.
Willoughby?
No, not. I wouldn't say. You mean like 10 miles? You say from Willoughby?
Are
No.
you 2 miles from Willoughby?
No.
Does she live on State Highway 2?
Do you live on State Highway 2?
No.
What was the... I didn't hear.
Danville?
Are you in Danville?
No, I'm not.
Well, give me a mile radius.
Are you within 20 miles of Danville?
Are you within 20 miles of Danville?
Yes, I am.
You live in Walden.
I do live in Walden. Yes, it's amazing you found it. It's about 800 people.
Wild. Well, this is Elizabeth McCarthy. And now I can say her name. Every time I want to say, how are you?
I know.
Yeah.
That's great.
And she is a Google education trainer and Google certified teacher?
I'm not a teacher, but I'm a trainer. Yes. And I've done a lot of tech innovation.
So we're going to take a moment, because I know, Kyle, you have to run. You have like 12 minutes before they lock you in there.
Yep, they got locked up in about 12 minutes.
So I wanted to say thank you for helping us with this.
Yeah, no problem.
And trying to think what else. You all have any questions for either one of them before they go? This says teachers are both tech integrators, technology directors. You guys have a favorite tool you want to recommend for them?
It's the whole. Sorry, go ahead, Kyle.
No, I was just going to ask, Google related or?
Google related would be good since we're at a.
That's what I thought.
Google for education.
I have. Go ahead, Elizabeth.
Oh, I'm just saying, I think first understanding there's a whole ecosystem to leverage, and seeing it as a whole system first, then there's just an amazing amount of creative tools in it. Picking one out is like picking a favorite child. So I don't know. So it's hard to say one tool. I think it's the whole ecosystem is just powerful.
I would use. I have an extension I use all the time. It's called Extensity.
Oh yeah, it's a great one.
It allows you to turn them on and off. It's pretty nice, and especially since we get overboard with our extensions.
Yeah, I know. I'm an extension addict.
Yeah.
Because it saves you so much time. Well, Kyle, I want to let you go so you can get out the door.
Yeah. Actually, real quick, another good one is AdBlock for YouTube, because I just found it. I know I've been using AdBlock for forever, but AdBlock for YouTube, which is great because it blocks out all the bad stuff, sides and the suggested stuff, which is great.
So that's AdBlock for YouTube.
Yeah, it's a Chrome extension.
And I'll walk them through that before the end of the session.
Cool. All right, guys, have a good day.
Thank you. Appreciate it. See you next week.
See you, man.
Hi, Carl.
Elizabeth, will you be at ISTE?
I was supposed to go, but they canceled my session, so I'm not going. I'm going to wait till next year and go to Denver because my daughter lives out there. So.
Oh, well, that's a good place. Yep. Sure, no problem.
Yeah, I was. So have a good time there. I'm sorry I'm going to miss it, but I'm going to wait.
Thank you again for joining us. I really appreciate it. I'm going to have you exit out. I'm going to invite our next guest in.
Okay, great.
Another example. I can kick you out, but I'd rather you...
I'll exit, and thank you all. And it was fun. Bye.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So we're still broadcasting live. I'm just going to walk you through some stuff. Our next step with it, and we'll probably do 10 minutes with our next guest. So one example is Mystery Skype. Another example, and we're going to do a play on the next one, is Ask the Expert. We're going to do a little bit more fun with this one. I'm going to have my co-host of my podcast called TheaterCast join us, and because I'm a theater person, but you could find someone maybe in your high school within your district, like a student could study up on a famous figure, so we're going to have a famous figure or character join us via the Hangout, and they can pretend to answer questions as that person, so it gives you another opportunity to use it in a different way, but we're also going to treat it as Ask the Expert. So let's say you know a scientist friend who works in a different town. You can also, there's Hangout communities you can go to, and Mystery Skype communities you can go to and get in contact with experts and have your students or ask the author. Great session. There's lots of authors out there that will talk with classes. So there's ways of using this, and you can just do it from your own classroom. One or two other quick things while you're using this that will help things out. One, you notice I told everyone to put headphones on. You were here like 2 minutes before we started with Elizabeth, before I made her headphones on. What'll happen, if you're on 2 people, you're fine. The computer can accommodate for that, but you add a 3rd person in, and you start getting a loop, which means the microphone on the laptop then catches it and replays it in there. and then you can't figure out who's talking. So you, as the teacher in the classroom, can just talk with that with your computer microphone, but your guest should have headphones. And it can be just their iPod ones with mic or what you would use with cell phone. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. And they could also use their computer mic, but if they have the headphones, it cuts out that. So if they're using their computer mic, you just need headphones to cut out that loop because it can get crazy. As a school, you can have up to 15 people join you on your Hangout. I'm now going to invite our next guest. And she'll answer in character till I tell her not to. And we'll do a little bit of figuring out, but I think you'll figure out who she is quicker than where we were located in Vermont. Well, I will give you a hint. She's from literature. So.
Oh, our history.
Yeah, our next person, and we'll give her a second to join us. While we're waiting for her to join us, because I sent the invite, there's some kind of cool things we can add in here. Over here, I have the Hangout toolbox. This is an app that's included with it, or you just click and install it once that first time, give it permissions, after that it's with you. I use this all the time when we do the podcast, and I have a lower third. We're going to leave that off there for a second while our special guest joins us. We do not know who you are. We'll take a few seconds or a few minutes to figure that out, and then we'll ask questions specifically for you.
I'm kind of surprised you don't know who I am. I'm pretty famous. And I'm sorry, I'm a little bit of a mess, but I'm trying to get everything ready for the big party tonight. This is obviously very important. Oh, my hands. Hang on, I need to wash my hands. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Seems like they never get clean. I don't know. Weird.
Nope. But we have narrowed that down a lot to a particular. It's the same author.
Shakespeare.
Oh, that guy. What a hack.
Yes. So Lady Macbeth is joining us. So Lady Macbeth. So what do you want? What's your ultimate goal? What do you want out of life?
Power, obviously. And it's exhausting. There's all these men in the way. Am I right, ladies? Can I get a high five? Oh, look at my hands. I mean, I've tried everything, like letting in evil spirits, infanticide, regicide. It's all in a day's work for a woman. Am I right, ladies? Oh, look at that.
Do we have any questions for Lady Macbeth? Do we have any English language arts teachers?
I always wanted to know what her favorite meal was.
What's your favorite meal, Lady Macbeth?
Anything I don't have to cook, right? Am I right? Oh, look at that. For the record, haggis is gross. Just one.
So you, what do you think about so what's on your agenda for tonight?
I've got this big party with some of the uppity-ups coming, and my husband's all like, oh, we should be really nice to them. I'm like, people don't get ahead that way, if you know what I mean. So, I've got to set the table and get the cooks to make something delicious, and of course, sharpen my dagger.
Were the witches invited to your dinner?
Oh, they show up anyway. Total party crashers, those three. I don't know if you've ever followed them on social media at Weird Sis. It's yeah. They're hilarious. Love those gals. Love them.
Any other questions for Lady Macbeth?
And I know you're wondering, yes, Ann Coulter is one of the three weird sisters. She is.
Okay, Lady Macbeth, we will allow you to wash that spot out.
Oh my God, you're right. I didn't even notice that. Ugh.
And you can break character and join us, Danielle.
Hi, everybody.
So Danielle's a Google certified teacher and Google education trainer, and my partner in crime with TheaterCast. So we have a lot of fun together. As you can see in the last 5 minutes, Danielle lives in Columbus, Ohio. So we'll save you some time. Actually, it's Powell, which is outside of Columbus. We just did a mystery hangout for a teeny tiny town in Vermont.
Oh, fun.
What was the name of the town? Walton.
What was the clue that finally broke it for you guys?
We narrowed it down. We finally got to New England. Then we figured out the state. And then we had to get on Google and find some more. Get the roads. Are you east and west of that? Oh, we need to show them Google Effects because that's just too cool.
Everybody loves it.
Great for elementary and high school. And it's a fun little tool that. So I can. I have the background on. I don't know why.
Oh, I like the background. I want to go there.
There we go. So I'm pirate for day, teach like a pirate. You can wear this for March 3rd, Dr. Seuss's birthday. One day maybe we'll all get out of school.
Thank you. You're too kind. Here's what usually happens when I tell my students a joke.
Did she change her background?
Yes.
I haven't gotten there yet. Here we go. Oh, this looks nice. Ah.
Goodness.
It's kind of creepy floating head and fun. I think the backgrounds are a little beta still.
Yeah, definitely. It's very experimental.
You can't move.
Yeah.
Here. And why do I have a third eye going on? It's freaking me out. All right.
So.
Oh, that's terrifying. That's terrifying.
So what Danielle and I do for the podcast, and this is another thing you could do also if you want to turn it into audio version, is we use Hangouts on Air to record our podcasts. And you notice I had that weird pause at the beginning. That's what we call our on-air pause, because there is sometimes if you start too early, you start mid-sentence. So whenever I start and go live on a Hangout, we count like to 5. And we have this awkward look on our face till it's we're live, and then we.
I'm always fighting this almost sort of phobic tendency that I'm going to just shout out things that are inappropriate while that's going on. It's really hard. I'll talk to my therapist about it. Don't worry, it's okay.
So then we'll use this, and then we'll get to the point where we can go stop broadcasting, which I will do that now. We'll still be on with Danielle, but we won't be live on YouTube anymore. But I'll put this on. I'll put the Hangout on the event page of the whole summit. But I just want to thank everyone for joining us. We do have one viewer. It could be one of you watching from the table. I'm not sure. Or someone's watching from who follows me. I'm not sure.
It could have been me, actually. I have it paused in the other window, so I don't know if it knows that.
So thank you all for joining us at the Texas Panhandle Summit.